It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Two Chefs Brewing Company, and this is a can of their Green Bullet. This is an India Pale Ale coming in at 5.7% ABV in a 330 milliliter can. I've done this before, I'm going to do it again. If you ever buy a beer from Two Chefs Brewing Company, then if you're looking for the ABV, it's right at the bottom there in the little circle. It took me ages and ages to find the ABV on the beer, so I'm just kind of helping you out with finding the ABV. Right, beer in a glass. That was a strange colour for it. Could you see it adjusting? That was a strange colour that my camera just gave off, didn't it? Now it's back to my pale old face, but for a moment there I'm sure I was looking orange. Here we go. We have a 2 to 3 finger white head. Nice levels of carbonation on this beer, but this glass does have a widget. I'll just show you. This glass does have a widget, so it will... No, actually, no, I take it back. No, it does. No, it does have a widget. Yeah, it does have a widget. Anyway, hazy amber coloured ale, nice levels of carbonation. With a glass with a widget, I'm just going to be quick with this one. I prefer to have a glass without a widget. If I have a glass with a widget, I'm going to drink the beer quicker than if I have a glass without a widget, because all of the widget is doing is aggravating the carbonation. The carbonation is flying out the glass as quickly as it possibly can, and in saying all of that, the beer becomes flatter quicker. So if you have a widget in the glass, your beer is going to be flatter quicker. If you don't, if you just have a normal glass, then you can just relax a little bit. Your carbonation's not flying out your glass, 2 million knots a second. Let's get the aroma. Big orange tangerine aromas coming through. I'm sure this is the Green Bullet hop that they're talking about. I've read the side of the can before I started the review. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the Green Bullet hop, because we actually have hops here that look like green bullets. If I get out the camera shot and then I stick this in the shot, then maybe, yeah, there we go. There's a nice level of sweetness to this beer as well. But very orangey, very kind of tangerine-like. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, so refreshing. So refreshing. So lovely, so drinkable. It's got a nice malty backbone to the beer. It's a little bit cloyny. It's a little bit sticky. You can feel the hops. I mean, let me stop there and say it's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're a fan of hops, or if you're a home brewer and you put lots of hops in your beer, you can feel the stickiness on the lips. You'll feel the stickiness of the hops on the lips. You'll feel it kind of slightly sticky on the throat. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It means there's tons of hops in your beer. This is a really, really good example of an IPA from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. It's very hoppy, very, very hoppy beer. But they've managed to get all the hops in the middle of the beer. So you've got tangerine and grapefruit flavours going on. You've got some orange peel and some fleshy blood orange and some passion fruit and some mango. That's the middle of the beer. To the sides, so you've got the middle here, and then you've got the left hand side and the right hand side. So to begin with, the left hand side, you get quite a lot of malt sweetness coming through. A nice malty, bready, biscuity sweetness is coming through. Moves over to all of that wonderful flavour in the middle. And then you're left with, on the back end, you're left with this kind of... It's not overly bitter. It's not an overly bitter beer. But you're left with like a spicy, peppery, slightly bitter finish from the hops. It's a really, really good one. A really good one. So, Green Bullet. Grab 2 of these fine brews. Find your nemesis. Give him 1 bottle. Well, this is a can. Go stand back to back. Walk 10 steps apart. Turn around simultaneously. Pop me open simultaneously. Now drink simultaneously. And cheers. So this is saying, basically, go and find your worst enemy. Lady down the road trying to dig my trees up. I'm doing a bit of a land grab, stealing some land from the council, and we got like a lady from the 1960s that she's all for the council, you know. She's all about paying her council tax and abiding by the rules, and you can't take that spot of land that the council are not looking after, and it's all overgrown. You can't take it and look after it. You must leave it to the council to neglect. Anyway, that's another story, but yeah, that's my nemesis. Maybe I should grab 2 beers and take them to her, and we can clink cans together and enjoy. And then 2 Chefs Brewing, they're talking about serious flavour in their beers and what they stand for, what they abide for, and everything else. I'm going to rate it. Green Bullet by 2 Chefs Brewing Company. I really like it. Lovely carbonation, lovely look to the beer as you rock the beer back and forth. You can see the carbonation chasing the head of the glass. Rolling that beer around in the glass, it looks absolutely superb. A good quality brew. Aroma. Yeah, very orangey, sticky, kind of tangerine orange flavour in the aroma. And taste. I love the stickiness. It's a throwback to the classic American IPAs, American double IPAs, where you could really feel the stickiness of the hops on the lips. I like that. I like that in a beer. So I'm going to rate it, and I'm going to rate it quite highly. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.